Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all the Scorps here with me today. We're going to do a fun little spread for you on career and finances. So as with all these YouTube readings, this is general. That means not every Scorpio out there is going to resonate with the message here today, and that's totally fine. You never need to force anything to fit your circumstance or your scenario. So please only take away messages for your best and highest good. You will know intuitively what those are. If you are interested in getting more clarity on these messages, check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you don't know how to do that, there will be a link in the description box below. And in that description box will be everything else you want to know about this spread, including the decks I'm using, the social media channels, all that good stuff. All right, for Scorpio, what else can we get on career and finances? All right. If you are interested in social media, check me out on The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. And we'll shuffle this one last deck, get our clarifiers, and we will be off to the races. For Scorpio, finances and career, what messages do they need to hear? One more. Whoa, as we get the entire deck. Sorry. All right, cool. Let's do it, Scorpio. So your past energy is coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. Not bad. Capricorn energy, the Queen of Money, the Queen of Solid Foundations, a queen who nurtures her seed to grow a great tree, right? Very precise. She's all about the organization, the planning, but ultimately the hard work and the effort, Scorpio. So that's pretty damn awesome. Being clarified by the world in reverse. Okay, so in the upright, the world is all about the completion of cycles, complete harmony. All the fixed zodiac signs are represented, so you may be dealing with one of them. You have Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, that's you, and who am I missing? And Leo. Maybe dealing with one of those signs, but ultimately it's a closing out so that you can start a new cycle. But this indicates something that you've been going at for a very long time. You've learned lots of lessons, and there is a sense of celebration, closure, completion, feeling like you've done something great or accomplished something. In the reverse, I'm wondering if it has to do with, interesting, this has to do with finishing something and not feeling that amusement or that excitement or that pride. And I don't think it's not something that you did wrong. You're just kind of feeling lackluster, like maybe even like you've gotten some sort of like Employee of the Month award or some sort of plaque or some sort of token of accomplishment, but you're just kind of like, you're not feeling excited about it, which is very interesting. So I'm wondering if wherever you're working or what you're doing, you're lacking passion. This could, for some of you, this is also retirement. It's like you finally hung your hat up, right? You've worked hard all your life, and now you're just like, but so now what? Like my life feels, I don't want to say meaningless because that's such a harsh word, but it's lacking something. And I mean, for some of you, if you quit a job or were, released from a job, it is that sort of energy. It's like, I worked and worked and worked for this, and now, it's just like, and now what? That's what's coming up in your past. Finances seem to be okay. Again, for those who are resonating with this message, your Queen of Pentacles, finances are okay. But yeah, something here is lacking, or you're waiting for something to close out. Maybe you're waiting for a retirement package, or you're waiting for something that could potentially in the future make you really happy. And again, harmony, completions. I always see her as like this creative, artistic dancer, like just doing some sort of like musical routine or musical act, but very kind of at peace, and something about being in tune with nature, especially here with the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Yeah, it's like the course was interrupted. I'm just thinking it's like nature's way. You can't stop it. It was destined. It's like something kind of got tripped up here. It was like expectation versus reality of it was supposed to feel like this, but I kind of feel like this, or it was supposed to go this way, but it went that way, and now I'm kind of stuck in limbo, or just, yeah, it's just like it's like a firework that's supposed to go off and be bright and beautiful, but it's a dud, so it sparks, but then it just kind of like fizzles. Interesting, Scorpio. So your present energy is the Seven of Swords. So thinking of leaving, it's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's sometimes the liar, cheater, thief card, but it doesn't always have to be. With this, I always see it as like collecting your items to move on somewhere else. So again, the idea of leaving a position, or again, retirement is coming through here. If you were released or cut from a job, or maybe your hours were cut, yeah, there's not really a great energy about it though. There's either sadness or frustration. It's like a cooler energy, like kind of like the way Five of Pentacles, it's like the feeling chilly out in the snow. It's an imbalance. That's kind of coming through here, but it has to do a lot with like your mental, or the way you're processing this whole thing mentally. Yeah, again, it's like the expectation of what you thought it would be or feel like, or how you thought it would go. It's going the other way. Some of you felt like you got the rug pulled out from underneath you. Being clarified by the Seven of Wands. So yeah, a test of your faith, not feeling like you have the high ground. Wands speak to career and action. So it's like you're having to like fight something off or defend yourself, or just put in a lot of labor or effort into something and feeling like you're not getting the results. That could be what this is. Especially those, if you were let go and you're having to apply to jobs, that feels like what this is. It's like you're putting out all these resumes and applications, and you're having to go through and write all these cover letters and make them unique to every company and read up on them. You're doing all this effort, but you're not seeing or feeling, I wasn't saying seeing or feeling the results, but it has to do with the mind. You're frustrated because of all this work that's coming through. Maybe you're not hearing back. Swords can be communication. Yeah, and it's like your thoughts are weighing heavily on you. And so you may be starting to feel like there's a different decision that needs to be made here, like you're not approaching it the right way. Because yeah, all the efforts that you're putting through, it feels like it's just not getting you anywhere. You're feeling, yeah, kind of like that left out in the cold. Interesting, Scorpio. So the challenge or focus for you, we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, filling up your cup, feeling enthused, feeling love. Not only love for those seeking some sort of career that they're passionate about, that they love doing. It's also recognizing your self-worth, because I think a lot of you are in kind of a negative mental state where you're feeling like, especially those putting out applications and resumes, maybe you're getting a lot of like no thanks or declines, and it's taking a toll on you, not only mentally but emotionally here. It's something about like, remember, Scorpio, that your cup can be up to the brim. It's up to you to fill your cup. You know, it's not a company's job to make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. If you're at a workplace that isn't bringing you joy and pleasure, if you're not ready to leave, and I think a lot of you are, you're ready to like slide out the back door. If you're not ready to leave, you need to find outlets that fill your own cup, that make you happy, that kind of get you through the day, things to look forward to maybe after work. Some of you are struggling too because you're wanting partnership, like romantic partnership too. Potentially as a distraction from work that isn't bringing you satisfaction. Or again, for some of you who aren't with a job currently, if you're in between, you may be spending some of your time on like dating apps. And yeah, it's like you're looking for love to distract you from the ultimate goal here. And I'm just getting, love isn't coming in right now for a reason, because universe is trying to make you focus on yourself first. So self-love, but also make sure you're satisfied in some way with the job you have, with your career, with whatever project you're working on, because ultimately people are going to come and go out of your life. Love will come and go. You always have you. That is the consistent thing here. So it's like universe needs to make sure that your cup is full to the brim before we introduce any other people. That's just what I'm getting here. Wow, being clarified by the King of Pentacles. So you do have a divine pairing here. King and Queen of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Again, really good cards in a finance and career spread. Whether you're the King or Queen of Wands, it's not really gender specific. It's the King and Queen of Money. Again, who build homes, who build careers. Again, this is saying long-term, like how I was saying, it has to start with you. Your cup needs to be full to the brim, because the consistent person in your life, Scorpio, is going to be you. It has to do with once you find some joy, some joy or passion or love in what you're doing, that is going to grow stability well into your future, right? The King is an older, mature energy, and it's going to be financially successful. So if you're getting caught up in like the little day-to-day frustrations, there's something about this as is saying broader picture, Scorpio. Think long-term success and long-term happiness. Cups are emotions. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This could it be involved with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could represent a coworker, like a future coworker, or a boss, or someone that's going to be helpful to you, maybe giving you good guidance or advice on your finances, on your career, on your work goals. But this person, if it's not you, Scorpio, is representing someone coming in, and ultimately I think they're going to lead you back to yourself. If you're asking for advice or guidance, this person is going to go back to essentially, well, what's in your cup, Scorpio? How do you feel? What do you want? What do you love? That's really important here. And because it's coming up as your challenge or focus, again, I'm just going to restate, you're not focusing on you, Scorpio. You're focusing on either other people or other distractions, because it's easier than just focusing on yourself. Again, that's not going to resonate for everybody, but there's something very important there to like fill your own cup. Make sure you're happy first. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. And if it has to do with money, it's okay to be protective of your funds right now. You just need to make sure you're off to very stable ground before you start investing in other projects or other people or other jobs, okay? So, what's going to be helpful to you? You have the Death card. Transformation. Okay, so what needs to change in your life? What needs to transform? What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? This is your card, Scorpio, so we like to see your card come up in your spread. It means you're in your power, right? And with this Death card, he has that sword. It's like his sword of truth, and he's about to sever something, right? Something is barely hanging on. He's ready to come down, and this is you. So might be you parting ways with, again, if something left you kind of high and dry, you were expecting this big spectacle, and you're just kind of like, ugh. This might be you severing ways. All this hard work you've been doing, maybe you do finally decide to leave because, yeah, you feel like you're not underappreciated. And it's like you severing ties would be finally recognizing your own value, your own self-worth. And this could be Ace of Cups because it starts with self. Some of you might be going into business for yourself. So the Death card is I always see this different doors to go down. You've been illuminated to another possibility. Maybe this door has been the only door, meaning, the only job you ever saw a future in, and all of a sudden you're like, but what about this one? And that idea could come from this King of Pentacles. So death is also being clarified by the Queen of Swords. Okay, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It is a Libra card, so a balancing out of the scales. Again, if you're underappreciated, if you're not being paid for all this hard work and effort that you're putting in, yeah, it's like Queen of Swords is coming in. I mean, it's double swords, right? The severing, the cutting, speaking your truth, being rather blunt about your disappointment maybe in I don't know, in whatever is not meeting your expectations, what isn't rocking your world, what isn't bringing you peace and harmony. Yeah, it's like disturbing the peace. There's something very zombie-like energy. It's like reporting into a job where you just feel dead inside. This coming back into your power. It's taking the horse by the reins and speaking your truth, of recognizing your truth, of going after things that appeal to you more. How I was saying, there's something about the mental headspace here of, it's just an imbalance, this 7 of like wanting to sneak out the door, but being indecisive, having some sort of decision you need to make. This is making that decision. So if you are feeling indecisive in any sort of way, do I stay or do I go? Your help available to you is making that decision, for better or worse, right? And again, these cards are sort of similar energies. It's you who holds the power, Scorpio. Again, you could be becoming your own boss. Being clarified by the Devil. Cancer got this card in theirs too. Yeah, again, how I was saying, you feel dead at a job. It's like you're shackled to the wall. It's like you work a desk job and you never see the light of day. Your boss may be the Devil, right? Your boss may be a Capricorn. It's freeing yourself from something. It's choosing to love yourself enough to go after your heart, or whatever your heart desires, your long-term goals. And whatever it is that makes you happy, what makes your cup runneth over, there's something financially successful about it. It's being clarified by the King of Pentacles. So while your indecision may be, do I go after it? It's going to be a lot of work. Maybe I'm comfortable here, but there's no passion in it. This is indicating that if you are true to yourself, if you focus on what will bring you joy and peace, eventually, right? King Earth signs, it's long-term, seeds that grow into trees, long-term success. There will be financial success in it, but you may have to be patient. It may take some time. But yeah, this is saying cut out the devil in your life. Cut out the toxic person or the toxic energy. Your ideas trump whatever power this person thinks they have over you. Okay, Scorpio? All right, I hope that resonated for some. Please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you guys probably in a week or so to do your July monthly spread. Yay! Thanks, Scorpio. Bye.